Hey guys, Harrison, I'm back at it once again with a brand new video for you, and I'm going to get straight into this one because I've got a limited time to talk about this. But if you may have noticed, the first round of the NFL draft was yesterday, and I'm going to use this video to talk about it while bringing back Madden, something you guys all very much requested me to do. It's back. It will be back more frequently, I promise. Anyway, on to the draft. Okay, Indianapolis Colts took first. They took Andrew Luck out of Stanford as quarterback. No doubt about it, not a shocker at all. Let's move straight on. They can change the franchise immediately. Number 2, Washington Redskins take Robert Griffin III. My personal favourite guy in the draft. Big fan of Robert Griffin. Again, I think he's going to be a little bit, struggling with the talent around him, but I think he could immediately change that franchise as well. Big move up for Washington to take their quarterback. Cleveland at number 3, taking Trent Richardson out of Alabama. Very, very, very good running back. Will be a top 10 fantasy running back this year, no doubt about it. And he's going to be a big help to that struggling Cleveland Brown offense. So, big fan of Trent. Good pull for Cleveland. Even though he got hoodwinked by having to trade up from number 4, which now went to Minnesota, who took Matt Khalil, the offensive tackle out of USC. Again, a good way of protecting Ponder, who's a very injury-prone quarterback. I was thinking they were going to take Maurice Claiborne, but they didn't in the end. Who ended up going number 6, which I'll talk to in a minute. Justin Blackman, the number 1 receiver in the draft, ended up going to Jacksonville at number 5. Not a bad pull, but to be honest, when Blaine Gabbert's throwing you the ball, I question that one very much. Bit of a reach, if you ask me. Dallas Cowboys traded up, I think, from the number 14 to number 6 from the Rams, so they could take Maurice Claiborne, the cornerback out of LSU. A very, very smart trade up from Dallas, and their corners are now looking much, much better with Brandon Carr, who they spent $51 million in free agency with, to go with Maurice Claiborne, who they just drafted. I think that's a great move for Dallas. Tampa take Mark Barron, the strong safety out of Alabama. Pretty safe pick in the end for Tampa. They did need a safety, so overall a pretty good pick. I think Barron was another guy that Dallas were looking for, but they weren't willing to go into the top 10 to take. They ended up taking, obviously, Claiborne instead, but it's a good pick from Tampa in my opinion. Dolphins, probably the biggest reach in the first round to go up and get Ryan Tannehill, who in any other draft is probably a 2nd or 3rd rounder, but Miami really needed a quarterback. I'm just not sure if Ryan Tannehill is the guy, so we'll have to wait and see on him. He goes number 8. Carolina Panthers took Luke Kuechly at level 9. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. He took the linebacker out of Boston College. I think Brockers would have been a smarter way to go, or Stephon Gilmore at corner out of South Carolina. He ended up going to Buffalo to round up the top 10. But a good athlete, and again, Carolina just need help on defense in general. So it'll be a very nice linebacker to partner the All-Pro John Beeson. Like I said, Stephon Gilmore to Buffalo to take the top 10. When Tom Brady's in your division, you got to draft defense, and that's exactly what the Bills have done. They did very well with that. Kansas City take Dontari Poe. Philadelphia Eagles move up to number 12 to take Fletcher Cox from defensive tackle. Michael Floyd, the number 2 receiver, went to the Arizona Cardinals. A great pull for them to go alongside Larry Fitzgerald. Rams take the Rams at number 14 ended up with Michael Brockers. Overall, I think that's a great little move for them because, let's be honest here, the Rams are never going to use a power pick here. They moved down from 2 all the way to 14 and still got their ideal man. So the Rams have got to be one of the big winners of the draft, no doubt about it. And they've got a whole heap of 2nd round picks to use as well. The biggest reach, not named Tannehill, was probably Bruce Irvin, the defensive end of West Virginia. He was many guys who slated him as a 3rd round pick. He can be a decent pass rusher, but so many inconsistencies and big bust potential knocked him down to round 3. But Seattle took him at 15 overall, which I think is very, very, very questionable. I'll have to wait and see on that one. The Jets took Quinton Couples at 16, another questionable pick. The Bengals at number 17 took Drake Kirkpatrick out of Alabama at corner. Very, very good corner. Not sure whether he should have gone that high, but it was a good fit for the Bengals, who struggled at corner, was one of their needs, so not a bad pick. Chargers take Melvin Ingram. Surprised he went down as low as 18. Chicago took Shea McClellan, defensive end from Boise State. Again, solid pick for Chicago. I think he could be very good, and maybe it's someone in that Clay Matthews kind of role. Tennessee Titans took Kendall Wright, Robert Griffin's favourite weapon in Baylor. The Patriots moving up to 21 to take Chandler Jones out of Syracuse. John Jones in the UFC, his little brother, and according to Johnny, the best athlete in the family. Now bear that in mind, considering that we have John Jones, who's a UFC light heavyweight champion and already one of the best of all time, and Arthur Jones, who's already with Baltimore in the NFL. They've now got Chandler, who they say is the best athlete in the family. Let that sink in for a minute. A great move up from Belichick, and another one that I'll get to in a minute. Browns at 22 took Brandon Weeden out of Oklahoma State. Drafting a 28-year-old quarterback that high is very questionable. I mean, it goes to show what they think of Colt McCoy. Lions get Riley Reef, great pick for them. Pittsburgh take the best guard in the draft, David DeCastro at 24. A great win for the Steelers without having to move up. Patriots move up again to 25 to take Dante Hightower, another inside linebacker. The two biggest Patriot needs have been filled in the first round by trading up. Great drafting from Belichick, another big win for them. Texans took Whitley Merciless, great pull for them. Bengals with Kevin Zeitler, good pick. Packers take Nick Perry at 28. Vikings move up from the Ravens at 29 to take Harrison Smith at strong safety. San Francisco 49ers with a bit of a reach to get AJ Jenkins at number 30. Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get Doug Martin, the running back out of Boise State. And the Giants close the round with David Wilson, running back out of Virginia Tech. If there's any picks you guys want me to talk about more in depth, or you guys really like, let me know in the comment section below. Oh, and check out a site me and my friend Ollie both write for, one of the best UK coverages of American football, SecondCityFanatics.com. The link is in the description. Go check it out. I've been Harrison101. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm now out of breath. Thanks for watching. Sayonara.